Hi everybody. Just wanted to make this video to show how the self-propel drive engaging mechanism works, or at least how I've figured it out. I mistakenly screwed that up earlier when I took it apart, tried to adjust the cable, and everything fell apart on it. But anyway, this is a Murray 22-inch mower. It's about, I guess, about 12 years old or so. I don't know exactly when it was manufactured. But anyway, we're going to look at taking apart this driving gauge and show you how the spring is set in there. I had a lot of trouble figuring out how to put it together, but I finally pretty much figured it out. So here we go. Okay, the first thing to do to take this off, just get it's just a nut and a bolt. I'm using 7/16 and 7/16 nut and a 3/8 ratchet here, but just take it apart. And you can see that it's held together here with the engine bar here. Just pull this out and just kind of let that hang there. And okay, so we have it off. Now we're going to take it apart. Okay, so that we now have this detached from the bar, the mower handlebar. We're going to go ahead and take this apart. You can see it's in two pieces. You can see it's divided all the way around. You got to be careful when you take these two apart, as I found out previously when I took it apart. I was actually holding this one. I was prying it apart, and I took it apart this way, and all the pieces fell apart. So. It took me a long time to figure out how to put it back together. I finally figured it out. I did a lot of searches on the web for pictures of what the inside should look like. Could not find anything. So anyway, so here's what I would suggest doing. Let's go ahead and take this apart, but we're going to take it apart and open it like this. So I'm going to pry. You just pry it. It's held. I'll show you how it's held together in a moment, but you just don't do it too incredibly hard. You don't want to break it. I've done this several times and I'm still a little worried that I'm going to crack it in some way. Just got to be real careful. Okay, so there's one. And the other one is over here. Okay, so I'm going to carefully open this up and take this part off. Now, before I take it all the way apart, alright, so this is how it was when it was together. And the way this works is kind of hard to do this while it's open, but when you engage, this will sit in like so. You can see it, it's a nice little fit the way this goes against the little rubber bearing, whatever you want to call that. So it goes like this. This is only ever going to turn a little bit. This is where the bar, your engine bar, fits in, and that controls the engaging and disengaging of the self-propel. Anyway, whenever you crank it forward, you can see that pressure or the cable's being pulled. And I'm just going to take this apart right here to show you. I'm going to take this out. Okay. And as it's being engaged, this is going to latch onto here. See how now it's on here, and now the handle, it makes no difference what you do to the handle, because this little mechanism is engaged and is sitting. This rubber part is preventing it from going down. Now when you let up on the engine bar a little bit, the bar that keeps the engine running, as soon as you let it up about an inch or so, it will turn this and it will pop it and it will turn back down and disengage the self-propel. So anyway, the spring, which is the trouble that I had figuring out where it goes, is right here. You can see part of it right here, the end of it. And I'll go ahead and take this apart Oh, and this is in two pieces actually, so you can take this part off, and then the spring right here is put in like this. So the handle, as it goes like this, you move it up and down, the spring, you want the small part of this spring to be on this part to prevent it from spinning. That way you have the tension here. Whenever you lift it, you're getting tension on the spring, and that's it. So let's go ahead and put it back together now. And oops. So there are a couple of other pieces you just need to be careful about, these little rubber pieces. So this is going to go right here, and the spring, oops, I'm not sure, I can't really see the camera if it's on here, so we'll find out later when I look at it. So we'll put the small part behind it. So the short piece, that'll be on the bottom, and that'll be up against the little plastic nub. So we'll put that on there. We'll go ahead and just put this directly over, and then we'll lift up the spring and place it over there. So now you've got that on. So now let's put the part that holds the drive cable, we'll put that on right here, and you just may have to jiggle it around to get it down. It has to line up perfectly with that, so you just get that in there, and you can see this is where when you put tension on it, it turns it and lets it go. So, and that's really all there is to it. It's not that incredibly difficult, but man, it sure took a long time to figure out how this goes together. Alright, so we're going to put this back in, and again, this, you want it to where that little part right there fits up nicely against there, and then this is the ledge that the plastic mechanism sits on right here. So we're going to put that here. Okay, and now we'll put the drive cable back in. And it was in this part right here. Now we can put this on. Now you see these two pieces are what latch it on, and just latch underneath these. So they're fairly sturdy plastic, but still they can be broken since they're plastic. But we'll just place it on top and push it down. Get everything lined up. And there it is, it goes together. Alright, so now it's all together. Let's go ahead and put it back onto the mower, which just have the nut and the bolt, and then we should be good to go, and I'll show you. Okay, to get this back on here, I just put this in here for safekeeping. Take this back off and just line the bar up. Goes right here. And screw on loosely there. Let's go ahead and put the engine bar in there. Just slide it in. And so now we will tighten this. Let's try it out.